you know when you're thinking something right, your brain's thinking something and then social media starts thinking the same, but you're like, does social media think the same, or have I curated my timeline to people who think like me?
What are you talking instant? Like,
I'm talking like my opinion on Coachella this year just so happened to be everybody's opinion on Coachella this year.
Were you speaking it out loud?
No.
Okay.
It's just, when you're thinking, like I was saying it on my story about how I'm like, show me your, like, I don't give a shite. If you're Irish and you've been to fucking Coachella, for some reason you have to let us know every single year. Every year that Coachella's on, I'll get a fucking poxy picture of that carnival wheel in the background and them in front of it.
Yeah.
As if anyone gives a flying fuck, do you know? And that's when I was like, I want to see your oxygen pics, because they were the pics, like they were the
ponchos and
the times, and always a great story. But I was like, there's just something. I was like, I'm just over it. I just think it's a big fucking hullabaloo about nothing. Like, there's little side pits to drink in. You're not allowed to drink at the concerts. Like, you have to get a bus for like an hour everywhere. It's a real dry, it's always been dry, but this year in particular I was like, it's so dry. And then everybody on the internet felt the same, but I didn't even say anything. Did you get me? And all the tweets and everything were like, is it just me or is it so dry? Crowd is so dry. Like, even the crowd in all the concerts are dry.
Yeah. I don't know, but I remember one time thinking about a bin environment, like, like a bin shed for your garden. That looked really nice, and it came up on Instagram. I was fucking shocked.
How did you know Instagram?
Getson said this is what you'd be saying about the tinfoil hats, and there was a good reaction to the old Jim Corr comment last week.
People loved that episode.
He'd just be fucking walloping the catering pack over, to be fair.
Yeah, he does.
Bless him. Quick reminder that we're on Patreon, and you get 5 extra episodes a month for your €6, and there's a special guest every month. We thought nothing happened this month, but we're going to be recording that episode next week.
Loads of things happened. Cucicella was one.
Cucicella. Johnny Depp and Amber Heard are fucking at it.
Oh my God, that looks so interesting. I wish I gave a fuck enough.
I've been watching some live feeds.
Have you?
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. How's it been going?
It's mad. I absolutely see. This is the thing, when we were talking about separating the art from the artist last week, and kind of like, fucking, where do you stand and what are you supposed to think? I absolutely think she's a weapon.
Really, you think it's her?
And I know I've said
you think it's more Heard than Depp?
It's more Heard than Depp. I just, with the evidence around it as well, and he's no angel. Like, he has said some fucking crude shit.
Yeah.
And shit that he shouldn't have said, but no, I shouldn't be saying but, because I shouldn't be excusing that. He said some crude shit, but what I mean is, like, the whole thing as a whole, I just think with the evidence and stuff like that, she just seems fucking, and she has a history of it as well.
Yeah.
Whereas he has no history of it.
Well, we'll be talking about that
on our special guest episode
next week.
We have to see some more. I have been watching, like, the live feeds are about 3 hours long, so I'm not going to sit down and watch them, but I have been watching them as they happen and kind of skipping bits, and any article that I read, I've basically watched what the articles are talking about.
Okay.
You can't fucking miss them. They're like Will and Jada, they're everywhere now. Like,
yeah.
Like the faces on the other articles. Oh man.
Yeah, I feel you. It's just something that I don't care about.
Yeah.
In that kind of way, I can't attach myself.
You can't get into it.
It's too much. There's been too much happening.
And you can't catch up now.
I can't catch up now. I feel like I started
I've always been a massive Johnny Depp fan.
We know. You told Bobby he was Bobby's dad.
I have a poster of him in the spare room from when it was my room.
Yeah.
Don't know how that one didn't get taken down with the rest of them. My mum must have liked it as well.
Yeah. Tell you, big fans, and you
leave that there. That was just after he filmed Chocolat, I think.
Oh, what a film it was!
Oh, he was a right now. And I go in, and that's where the spare nappies are kept. And I open the door and I say, "Who's that?" And he go, "Papa," and I said, "No, that's Dada." It's Daddy. Daddy.
Like, there's Daddy. Anyway, closing.
That's your daddy. Okay, here's your nappies. Come on, we go change our shit years. Back to me life now. Fuck it.
Too much fantasy.
Yeah.
And
just some other links to mention. Follow us on Insta. We have an anon box as well. Throw whatever you want in there. We have playlists. You can tip all the links in the description.
got playlists.
Loads of bits and bobs going on.
Playlists that some people think are up for debate when they're not.
They're absolutely fucking not. So just listen to them and shut up.
Great reaction to last week's Stomper.
Mary Black.
Everybody was like, oh my God, what a fucking cracker of a tune.
We even said it at the time.
Yeah, everyone belted.
Very Gypsy Kings-esque.
Yeah. Oh my God, yeah. Yeah. So we are talking about bad birthdays. And Jen didn't understand the assignment until 5 minutes ago when I said to her, not gifts, birthdays. And you were like, oh, I've had a few of them.
Oh, yeah, but yeah. So do you know what? There was a bit of, though, to be fair, we decided a completely different topic last week, and Carla forgot about it. And texted me while I was putting my son to bed last night, and I obviously didn't reply quick enough. She just threw up a topic on the Instagram, got loaded. I was like, we have to record it now, don't we?
I did say we could wait. It would have been annoying, but I did say we could
And
wait.
now we have another plan for next week, so we'll just have to wait for that topic for a while. Yeah, but bad birthdays. I remember. So birthdays, I think once you're beyond 21 are a load of shit anyway.
Yeah.
I think like them ones, they're non-events.
Yeah.
Well, unless if you're your sister and you celebrate them for the whole month. But
Yeah.
they're basically non-events. But I do remember one particular one. I think it was actually my 22nd birthday. Yeah.
Oh,
because
like
it was
anything
actually
after 21.
the first fucking one. It's downhill from there. And I had to go to the doctor. I was having an awful trouble down there. I had to go and get swabbed for thrush or BV, one of them. And he ended up getting sent into the clinic in James's.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
She was like, oh, I don't know now about that. I'd rather you just got this checked, doubly checked. I got sent into the fucking clinic in James's.
On your birthday.
The referral happened on me. I didn't go on my birthday, but the GP told me. And then she was writing, because I like get normal meds anyway, like my pill and my thyroid stuff and all. And she was like typing it in. She was like, oh, today's your birthday. Oh, that's shit.
She's like, what's your birthday? You're like, today.
Because I was like obviously crying. She was like, you have to go to the clinic in James. Because she was just like, I just want to be doubly. GP is fucking notorious for like, I just want to be doubly sure. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I'm on the same
And it was winter
partner
too.
for... Yeah! Oh. Do you know what I mean? I was like, but this isn't... But then, obviously, I dealt with everything, and I got really upset, and she was like, okay, I'll just do it. Oh, it's your birthday. Oh, I'm so sorry. Like, you know, just really
Yeah, she was like, let me just... Oh, Jen.
Yeah.
Oh, no. It's your birthday, babe.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, babe.
Stop.
I've
was
had
a
a few.
particularly shit one.
That was a bad one.
The rest of them I forget, because they're just, again, non-events. 30th was very good. People go all out for your 30th, I feel. I got a Rottweiler for my 30th.
Yeah.
You know?
Mine was in lockdown, so.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so Tom just invited like a very small group of mates over and we had a barbecue. It was grand. It was fine. It wasn't.
Yeah.
Like,
I remember not being invited to that.
That's what I mean. He invited like one very specific group of people that I was friends with. I remember being like, okay. I just remember being like not exactly entirely representative of my friends, but okay.
Sure, look.
Yeah.
Do it this year.
Huh?
Do it this year.
Yeah, I keep meaning to. Do you know what it is? I just get the fear around my birthday. And Tom always says, he's like, you're always like this. You always get real mopey around your birthday. And I'm like, I think it's because there's such pressure to do something because my sister just does so many things for hers.
For hers.
You know, when it's so ingrained in your... Like, I don't want to do... Like, Amy does like 4 or 5 days of celebrations. I can't be dealing with that. That to me is just like... Ugh.
Yeah.
Do you know? Whether she has it now built into the system, into the world.
Into your family at least.
Into my family. So then when it comes to mine, I'm just a bit like scrambling. It's just such a scramble. Every year, it's a scramble. But
you have to organise it yourself, for yourself.
That's what I hate.
I know, no.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I hate that. So I'd rather just be away. I'd rather just be away and have a lovely day and then come back and have a few drinks. Something very casual. Do you get me? But just the day itself gives me the ick.
Yeah.
A little bit.
There's always that feeling as well, especially if you're working and you have to write down the day.
Yeah.
You write down, and it's your birthday, and it's just
like the 29th. here I am.
Yeah.
It's the 29th, it's my birthday.
Yeah.
But yeah, I worked it last year. I won't make that mistake again. And then I just had like a few drinks. But again, it was very lastminute.com. It was very haphazard. It was very, I need to just, see, the problem is I try and blend everyone and I shouldn't. I should just do separate things with people.
Yeah.
Do you get me? I think that's the issue.
I get you.
Like I did a few lovely bits and bobs, but it's just never my fave.
No.
It's not my fave celebration. I don't really like any of the celebrations, but I've had a lot of bad ones. I've had a lot of bad ones. Like,
Give us an example of one.
so my 22nd,
Oh, gosh.
was it my 22nd or my 20? It was my 23rd actually. It was a really strange week because it was someone else's 21st. And there was like 2 or 3. It was like that week. There was like, my birthday was the Saturday, but we were out Thursday for something, out Friday for something. Then my birthday was on the Saturday. So everybody had lost steam. So it ended up being like 4. I think there was only 4 or 5 of us who went out. And my mates dropped me off. I was drinking absinthe.
Oh, yeah. Good start.
I think I did like 4 or 5 shots. In a row
Absinthe?
of absinthe. It was, I didn't really understand the assignment.
Oh, fuck.
And I literally got dropped off to, this place was only around 10-15 minutes away from my house. Literally got dropped off. I was back home within the hour.
Oh, my God.
So
I love
my
it.
mates dropped me off. I got in, realised I was absolutely belligerently drunk. Like, could barely see. Hid in the bathrooms. Didn't tell anyone. Hid in the bathrooms.
Yeah.
All my mates looking for me. No, I hid in the bathrooms. Texted my friend who had pretty much just gotten home and was like, please come collect me and drop me home again.
Yeah.
And she came, collected me and dropped me straight back home. I left my phone in the spare room and then I went to bed downstairs. I think I went to bed on the couch.
Right.
So the next day, and also another thing, my friends were staying with me. They were staying in my house.
Right.
So no one could find me.
Yeah.
And then they found my phone. They were like, where is she? And then they found me downstairs. So that was a bad one just for the sheer fuck up.
That sounds like a fucking deadly one.
It wasn't, actually. It wasn't. Because it would have been a great night if I just didn't go too far. You know?
But you still, like, you weren't in the GPs getting sent to the fucking STI clinic in James.
But I did get a colposcopy on my birthday before.
Did you?
Which was the fucking worst.
Yeah.
I was like arguing with my friends too, and it was a shitty week. It was just such a shit week. And I ended up having to get a colposcopy on my birthday.
That's not good.
No.
No.
Yeah. And a lot of people are like, colonoscopy. I'm like, no, that's horrific. But a colposcopy is where they take a little bit of your cervix.
Send it off to a lab.
And they send it off to a lab to make sure you don't have cancer.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was a bad one.
Right.
So those two stick out in my head as pretty shit ones. 28th wasn't fantastic either. I just landed in Brazil.
Your bad birthdays are so extravagant.
Yeah.
I had just landed
landed in Brazil and I was very tired, and me and Tom ended up arguing for the full day.
Well, it's not good. You know what I mean?
I was in Brazil. I should have been happier, Jen. That's what I'm saying. I should have been happier, but it was like, you know, I don't want to mark my birthday, but I do. Do you know that kind of way?
I wanted to be marked for me.
Exactly.
And
if
I want
somebody
to
else
be
could mark it.
landing in Brazil, and I want to be fucking happy. If
Just
that's
wanna be
okay.
fucking happy on my
I want to be
birthday.
fucking happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't think we put this out to the DMs.
I didn't expect this response. Everybody's had a
No,
bad
but
birthday.
not everybody got the assignment either, because we're talking about gifts in this. Well, this first one I'm
Well,
looking at.
we'll do either. We'll let them off.
We'll do both, because I thought it was gifts up until about 10 minutes ago. First one here, I'll go from the bottom, you go from the top.
Yeah.
A Lilo and Stitch recipe book. That's what somebody got. No recipes, I had to add my own. I'm 33
What?
and not a Lilo and Stitch fan. Not even a major Disney fan.
What?
It was from my parents.
So
Bless them, can you tell I'm a middle child.
Google that right now.
Lilo and Stitch blank recipe book.
Blank recipe book. So what, you add in your own recipe?
Lilo and Stitch recipe.
Blank recipe book.
It probably had like the spaces to like, you know, a few lines for ingredients. Like, you know how make fucking projects, ingredients, method,
Yeah.
prep,
Any extras? Prep time.
Conclusion. Tips.
What would you change next time? What would you change? Yeah. Worst birthday ever. Worst birthday I ever got was sheets during a lockdown birthday. My God, I'll never live down the reaction. My mother still brings it up. I like sheets. I would like if I got sheets.
Sheets is nice. I remember one year asking for, well, this was more a Christmas thing, but asking for just like, I must have just said it out loud. I was like, I love pajamas and a pair of slippers.
Oh no.
Because I really enjoyed, I think it was a Chris Kindle present that I got, the work in work. And I was like, I love that now. I didn't realise how much I'd appreciate that. Thanks a million. And then next of all, I got 10 of them. And I was like, just fuck off with the pajamas and poxy slippers. I don't have room for this. It's a very niche thing and you have to find a place for it. And if you don't have space for pajamas and slippers, it's just a shit bus.
I think pajamas are a very personal thing.
Yeah.
Unpopular opinion.
Right.
I think they're very personal because I get very warm and I only wear shorts in bed. I can wear
you're
soft,
a hot creature, aren't you?
I can wear soft PJs around, but anything that's like a terry cloth, a fluff, a velvet, you're just containing my lava.
I will say, generally people will buy you fleecy pajamas and it's...
No, don't do that to me. I'm way too hot for that. I wear a t-shirt, the baggiest t-shirt I can find because I feel like it gets the more airflow going. And then I wear a pair of shorts. And you can't even see the shorts because the t-shirt's so long. You know, what I like to wear a soft t-shirt that is quite a thin material.
I feel like there's pajamas that you'll walk around the house in and then there's the pajamas you'll actually sleep in.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I'll wear a long pair of pajama pants around the house, but still it can't be a velvet, a fucking fluffy, a this, a that, or the other. It's too hot.
Depends on your mood. If you're after being out in a miserable like environment, just say you're after being out, you have to go to the fucking kids' soccer practice or something like that, and you're stuck
in your Jeep.
And you're stuck in like rainy weather. There's nothing nicer than going home, getting showered, getting dried, and getting into warm pajamas because you're cold to the bone. You know that kind of. You know what I mean?
Not a fluffy. Again, the shower will warm you up enough. I understand what you're saying, but I do feel like we have dressing gowns. We have them, what are the snuddies? Or huggies, or whatever the fuck they're called. Those yokes.
They're like blankets with sleeves.
There's plenty that you can do to cozy yourself up there, but also remove layers.
Yeah. Depends.
Yeah.
Depends on the mood.
A blanket for the couch too.
I found a recipe book. Just looks like a...
Oh.
And I wouldn't even say there's lines in that by the looks of the cover. I know they say don't judge a book by its cover, but this, I'm just looking at a picture of... I don't know if this is Lilo or Stitch. I don't know who it is. And it says recipe book. I'd say it's just blank pages.
There you go. Lovely.
Sounds like a load of shit. I completely agree. That was a shit one.
This person understands the assignment.
Right.
My identical sister and I were having drinks. My twin sister invited all of her college mates and then decided not to go last minute. So they all arrived and they thought that I was her. I didn't have the heart to tell them that she wasn't there, so I just pretended I was her for the whole night. I didn't even get their names. I don't think they noticed there was only one of us. I told my friends who were there who thought that it was Hilaro. I love that. For the entire night, they just kept calling me by my sister's name and I kept it up.
That's like a fucking Tia and Tamara, like the parent trap type of thing.
But also, fuck your sister anyway for leaving you.
I would have had great crack with that now. That would have been a real Tia and Tamara moment, no?
It just
I'd have made a show of her.
Yeah. Oh my God, yeah, no, I hate you, Jake. You know I hate you.
Yeah.
You know you're the worst.
You could have fucked our life up for good.
No, but I think this person might be way nicer than us because she was like, I didn't have the heart to tell them.
I know, you missed opportunity there. You could have ruined our life.
Did she not have the heart to tell them because she didn't want them to miss out on a night out?
I think she just didn't want them to feel embarrassed for not knowing their friend was not present.
She said identical.
Yeah. How identical?
I want to know. I want to know.
Send us a picture of you and your sister. Not in a creepy way. Another one here. 24th birthday. Had only started seeing my current husband a couple of months. He bought me a Beyonce perfume and was over the moon with himself because I was and still am a fan of her, but the perfume was rotten. Every Christmas when it's on offer, we laugh when we see it.
At least you laugh about it now.
Yeah. He was rotten. Beyonce,
He was rotten. It was very deep, wasn't it? Sorry if I'm offending you. But
it was very musky.
it was certainly a perfume that stayed around.
It was a rushed job. I think that's still available.
It is. So all celebrity ones are. They do well. It shocks me because I'm always like, why are celebrities bringing these out? It does do well.
Britney Fantasy is the best-selling celebrity perfume of all time.
Well, it's very sweet. It goes with a lot.
I think it ticks all the boxes. There was actually an article about it during the week. I didn't go into it, but it just said it's the best one. It's the best-selling one, and here's why. And it was like a tick box kind.
And Jen said, "I'm not looking at that.
I'm not reading it." She's, like, I feel like I don't know how to feel about Britney. I know she's mentally ill, but I feel like she's trolling us as well. Our Instagram posts are just unnecessary.
I think she's learning how to be a human in a world. I
do,
think she's to relearn behaviours.
Oh, absolutely. Like, she's posting stuff that I would have posted on Facebook 18 years ago.
Yeah.
But I just feel like the captions and... Like, she was saying, maybe I'll write a book. And I'm like, you're going to put the fucking emojis in it, Britney? Like, it's such a hefty read every time she posts something. Congratulations.
It is an essay.
I'm delighted that she's pregnant.
Yeah.
Now. I'm thrilled for her. But I'm just a bit like... I don't know how to feel when I see her.
I think it's difficult because everybody is aware of what she went through.
Yeah.
So it's hard to kind of rationalise how mad... But at the same time, she's trying to relearn everything. So it's kind of...
You have to kind of cut her some slack, but at the same time, I wouldn't let anybody else away with it.
That's Jen,
hitting nails on heads here.
You know you, and you know what you will accept. So there you go.
Do you know what I mean? There's borders.
There's borders. She knows.
Boundaries.
I wanted a birthday cake with the band Blue on it because I was obsessed. So off I went in with the mother to order it, and I told them I wanted blue on the cake. The day of my party, we went and we collected it. I was so excited to show it off. So to my sheer horror, when I opened the box, it was a cake that said happy birthday, and in teeny tiny blue icing was literally the word blue down in the bottom right hand corner. No sign of the band. To say I was traumatised was an understatement. I could tell that my mum wanted to die laughing, but I was fuming.
Oh my God.
A great story because it's one that you look back on now.
Yeah.
And you're like, that's gas. But at the time, it would have ruined my life.
Can you imagine that working in the bakery and you're behind the counter and you see this little teeny bopper coming into you? What age was she? Does it say?
I'm going to say like 12, 13.
Could have been, yeah.
Yeah.
Or she could have been a fanatic and was like 18. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Anyway,
you see this teeny bopper coming in, you've absolutely never heard of Blue. You've never heard of the band?
One Love.
And that's not Blue.
That is. One love for the mother's pride, one love.
Is that
for
not?
the times we cried, one love.
Blue. Who am I fucking... I'm thinking of A1. Blue. So you've never heard of the band Blue, right? And you see this teeny bopper coming in and she's like, I want blue on me cake. I want the word blue. I want blue. I want blue. And that's... Your mind goes straight to the colour. Or to the word.
I think we've learned a lot about communication with that story.
I think, miscommunication is what that was. But gas.
But as in, we can learn.
Raging forward.
Raging for you, babe.
I can just imagine some 50-year-old baker going, all right.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, stop drilling it in. I know what the colour blue looks like.
Yeah, I get it, blue, yeah.
Calm down.
Yeah, blue, all four blues, yeah, I get it.
I'll do it, yeah. All right, calm down. My ex was a tight arse and he didn't get me a present for my birthday after being together for 8 months. Claimed he didn't see the point in them. This attitude would be fine if he hadn't spent his holiday in Wineport Lodge for his birthday, paid for by me, which he had no issue with. With what a twat! Thank God I woke up and saw the light. I mean,
so hold on.
She paid for his birthday.
You had already gone to Wineport Lodge with this man after not even being with him for a year.
Yeah. And then he said,
I don't believe in birthday presents back.
Yeah.
That's what you got to kick up the hole.
Yeah, and he seemed pretty happy when he was in the Wineport Lodge. Have you been in the Wineport Lodge?
No.
It's very fucking fancy.
It is very nice. I've looked at it before, but I've not been there.
You've not been there? It's very nice. It's on a lake. Funny story. I went... Do you remember we were talking about weddings before?
Yeah.
We were talking... No, maybe we just mentioned them. I don't think we've done an episode on weddings.
No, I have it down.
Yeah, but I was about... I'm going to say I was like early... Yeah, no, I was about 17, 18 and there was a locum in the pharmacy that I used to work in, but she was there often enough to invite us to her wedding.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And not all of us went, only a couple of us went, and this is when I was with my ex, but I was in that stage where I didn't know what constituted as a wedding present, and I was like broke.
Okay.
Threw €50 in a card, and they paid for our stay. And then we later found out that our room, I think, must have cost them 120 upwards. And I was like, oh my God. Only when I was older did I realise, oh my fucking God. Mortified. I'd say she opened up the card. And now, she doesn't seem the type, and the couple, God bless them, they're not together anymore. He went on a bit of a rampage. But I was kind of going, oh fuck, like, you know, just cringing at like the presents that I used to get for people's weddings.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, somebody should have told me. We should be taught this in school.
Yeah, it's tough that you have to ask.
It's like, how much do you give for what is normal, or you know what I mean? And like, I'm a 17-year-old fucking broke ass.
I'm lucky because I have an older sister who goes to, I'd say, 30 weddings a year.
Yeah.
So
I have an older sister now. Did she go to many weddings of her friends at that stage? I don't think she did.
Yeah.
But I was mortified.
Mortified.
Very nice venue though. Very nice, I will say.
You're like, it's very blunt. It's a very nice place.
One of these places that give you a sorbet to wash your palate before you had them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Lovely.
Would a bidet in the bathroom?
Lovely soup. All the rooms were kind of, well, obviously it's the Wine Port Lodge. It's like, it's kind of...
It's not alone, is it?
It's at Lone. It's, what's the fucking word? At sea. What's that?
On a lake?
No, the theme of it.
Oh.
It's like... Nautical. That's the one.
Yeah.
Nautical themed.
Yeah.
Like all the rooms have like little circles in the thing, like their little cabin things. And, yeah,
looks nice. I'm just looking at it here.
It's very fucking nice.
Go tonight for $240 if you want.
$240. I gave her 50 quid. Oh, stop.
Oh, Jen.
Scarlet for me.
You make me lol.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Ha 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 ha. This couldn't have come at a better time. Sorry, this is the next message.
Jen's like, ha ha ha.
It was my birthday the other day. My housemate didn't wish me a happy birthday until the day after. Then gave me my birthday present. Get this. It was what she was supposed to give me for Christmas, in brackets. She never gave me anything, and I sneak peeked into the wrapping once. Besides the fact that it probably cost no more than a tenner when I've spent over 50 on her in the past. That's just stingy. See, as well, I think it's all relative. Like, that mate that gave you that birthday's probably mean fuck all to her.
I'm like, is it? I don't want to be a bad birthday sympathizer, right? Or as in someone who makes a bad gift. I don't want to be a bad gift sympathizer, but but I'm about to be a bad gift sympathizer. Okay, there is some people. Like, what's your expectations for a birthday? That's my thing.
Yeah.
You know? Like, what's the expectation versus the input versus the output, you know? Don't keep spending 50 quid on her if she's only going to ever spend a tenner and you're going to be fuming.
What if it was their first year, though? Together?
But that's what I mean. Then you're kind of like, now you know.
Now you know. You know from now what? You've learned a lesson here.
But then the worst is what if that was an off one, and then the next one she gets his whopper, and then you get her a shy thing. Do you know what I mean?
Well, fuck it, it's revenge.
Revenge. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's fine.
Do you know?
You got her back. Yeah, you got her back, bitch. You did what you did.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Not you discussing this on my actual birthday, because my birthday always falls around Easter. I used to get Easter eggs as birthday presents. Not a present. Not a present and an egg. No. Just would be raging. Oh my God. That's
shut the fuck up. That is the no way.
Like, it's bad enough for people who have their birthday on Christmas and they get the one present for both. That's a rip. Taking the piss is giving somebody an Easter egg because their birthday falls around Easter. That's taking the fucking mick.
That's a rip now.
You can't even use the excuse. It's a 2-for-1. No, it's fucking not.
No.
Do you know the way the some bridezillas are like? They put these rules up before their wedding. Or they, you know, like there'll be like a register and it's like you can't do this, you can't do that, and then people end up not getting married and all because of these bridezilla things.
Yeah.
You have every right to notify everybody in your life.
You do. Hi
it's
guys.
Not acceptable.
It's not acceptable.
Absolutely not acceptable. And I wouldn't be one for people making a fuss about me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you wouldn't be actually.
I'm not one
Yeah.
for making a fuss, but you're absolutely within your rights to get the fuck onto everybody who gave you an Easter egg for your birthday and rip them apart for that.
Send them a
That's
message.
shit.
Hi, just waiting for your actual present, just to let you know, because
Yeah.
an Easter egg does not constitute.
it doesn't constitute. No,
You can't just be like, you're near Easter.
no,
Have a chocolate egg.
that's not an excuse.
No, that's
Christmas, you barely get away with that at Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah, you barely get
At Easter,
a 2-in-1, like, fuck you.
fuck off.
Oh my God, this one I relate to a lot. 16th birthday and TGI Fridays, Blanche. Yupa!
Oh, shit.
I had my 16th there.
The staff come over and sing happy birthday
Yeah,
to you.
and it was the spa. She goes, I'm now 31, so I'm like, hello, we're the same person.
Do you
it
know
was the
what?
spa.
It was the first place, I think, in Ireland that I went to, that you went to a restaurant and the staff started singing happy birthday to you. That was so alien to me when I first went to TGI's and I saw that happening. I was like, oh my God, it's like I'm on the telly. You know, like it was a real American thing. I was like, what?
You were like, oh my God, it's very Yankee.
But and it wasn't even happy birthday. It's a big
Song goes on.
It's a proper
Track.
like and then
DJ.
somebody's beatboxing like it's fucking like it's a big deal.
Someone's written her up.
They have their own style to it. Like I was like, oh,
I was like, that's so.
where's the cameras?
Who's getting photos of this? Come on.
I'm on sister. Like who? Do you know what I mean?
This is the best.
This is can't believe it.
So, first time my then boyfriend came for dinner with my family. As you do, unbuttoned the jeans after dinner to make room for dessert. Out of nowhere, around 15 staff with a cake are at our table singing happy birthday and they make you stand on the chair. I didn't have time to do it with my
what
jeans.
it was. They set you on they stood you on the chair.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
So the fly's open. She's up
So
on the chair.
didn't have time to do it with my jeans and everyone got a show, including my boyfriend sitting beside my dad. I had to stand there for the whole song, holding the cake, arse tilted to the side so the jeans didn't fall down even more.
God.
I'd say, because how do you explain that? Because it's so embarrassing. No matter what, it's so embarrassing because you can't really be like, no, I was taking off my jeans because I was so full.
That's an absolutely acceptable excuse to have your
Not when
fly
you're
open in a restaurant.
16. Nowadays, you'd be like, yeah, I unput my jeans on what? Not when you're that age,
Oh,
Jen. You're
yeah.
fucking mortified.
Your life
if like
ended. Yeah.
do you remember if your bag ever split, you'd be like, oh my God, it's the most embarrassing thing in the entire world.
Sorry, that's so fucking scarlet.
That is scarlet. Your little ninnies floating rolling down the ramp of Blanche. Hey! No, come back.
And you're chasing everything.
Yeah, and you're like, and if it's windy, God bless you.
Oh, when it's windy.
You just say goodbye to any of that stuff. You're like, cool, see you later.
Thing is just tumbleweeding across the car.
And you're, like a maniac.
And you're just crouched over chasing it like
The worst is when someone tries to help you. You're like, get away from me now.
Exactly. Yeah, no, that's horrible. Something that always stands out from my birthdays as a kid, my mum always put jam in my birthday cakes when she knew that I didn't eat it.
Oh,
That's bad.
that's so passive aggressive.
fucking
You'll
hell.
eat it. It's how I make it, so you'll have it.
I put the jam in the cake.
And
You'll eat
you know
the
when
jam.
you're a kid, it's not as if you can just cut the jam out. You'd be like
It'd
jam
be
has touched
everywhere.
it.
It'd be
You'd be like
everywhere.
jam has touched it, so therefore
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
can't.
eating it.
So I was the only one not able to eat my cake. Oh God, little sweaty emoji
Jesus
face.
Christ.
I know now. It was to stop me from having too much sugar because my 90s birthdays, fizzy drinks and jellies everywhere. Oh my God, but
that's your cake.
oh my God. Oh, I feel so bad for you.
But that's your cake.
I'm sure your mum, I don't know, like, lovely woman, question mark, but maybe just make her fucking pay for that. Yeah. Like, I'm just,
Maybe
she needs a ward. Like, that's,
spit on her cake, maybe. No.
Jesus. Oh God.
Like, I understand the logic, but I don't. Like, your birthday is where you just go rusher. When you were a kid, your birthday is just where you absolutely tear the kip up.
See, like, she's kind of like, I know now it was to stop me from having too much sugar. No, it was your birthday cake.
It was your birthday cake.
Oh no.
But also, would you not be so confused as a kid? Because you'd be like, I don't like jam.
Yeah.
And then it would keep happening. And you'd be like, I don't like jam.
Oh
It would
God,
keep happening.
stop, this is
Yeah,
such
my
a
little,
sad
yeah, that's what I
moment.
mean. My heart breaks a little bit.
And I hope when you're listening to this, like, it's not a big, oh shit, I'm never texting them again. But like, you need to tell your man that was fucking awful.
Yeah,
like,
I would say
we're validating you
Yeah.
here. Like, that's fucking. Moving on. It's a bit deep.
On a nicer level.
Jesus.
I had an ex-boyfriend that got me hash for my birthday.
Okay.
Only like a little lump, looked like an OXO cube. Didn't even smoke hash and ended up giving it to some guys that lived on my road. I also broke up with that guy that day.
Yeah.
I'd say he was hoping that you kept it and you smoked it with him. I'd say that's defo what he was
I'd
after. You know
say-
when it's like, I got this for you. You got me a PlayStation controller.
Yeah, no, that was something that he
What?
had in his pocket. Like, I don't think he bought that for her. I think he just probably
you
had
think
it.
the other, so it's sinister in a different way. Okay.
I think he just like
Okay.
no, but I think he just like had it. It was like, oh fuck, it's her birthday. What? Like, I'll give her this.
That's sinister in that way. Whether it's mine, I thought that he actually did that purposely for
No.
her to be like, let's smoke a bit of hash, and him to be like, lovely, got me hash back. You know that kind of way. Lovely jubblies. Now we're both smoking hash.
No, I think he just forgot her birthday and then.
I'd like to
What
know
we got?
more.
Yeah,
I would like to know more.
yeah, it was not good. Good on you.
Did you smoke it together or what?
No, sure. She left him that day. Gave
Yeah,
it
but
to
did you have a
somebody.
little? Did you have a little
Little
toke or
toke?
two?
I don't think so.
Oh no, she gave it to the person down the road. She gave it to the lads down the road. Did you get with them by any chance?
Probably not. If they smoked hash, she's obviously not into
She's
hash.
probably not into hash. Jeez, there's a couple of layers to this one.
Yeah, no, yeah. I was born on my mum's birthday. I always joke with her that I was the best birthday present ever, but she disagrees and says, what could be worse than 9 hours of labour on your birthday? That would be a bit of a shit birthday, but also a great birthday.
Yeah, like my sister was born the same day as my aunt, and I would be fuming.
Really?
Yeah, it's just there's something about like, and now everyone
I know 2 sets of siblings that have the same birthdays.
mad.
Years apart.
I find it mad
but-
when someone has a kid, 2 kids on the same day or near. I'm like, do you get one ride a year? I just find
Yeah,
it like I
it
just
is
find
mad,
it
yeah.
absolutely like, you know, when it's like, oh, my 10-year-old's birthday is like the 4th of July, and then my 8-year-old's birthday is the 6th of July. I'm literally like, do you get one ride a year?
Yeah, you do. It always comes into my mind when I hear of that. I'm just like, how do you time that? That's wow.
It's crazy.
That's
Wow.
great. Or they probably just got caught, right? Can't be
Yeah,
helped.
caught at the same time twice. Like, what is it? Are you just super fertile, like around that one
Yeah,
area?
around
Yeah.
one area, exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
We are going to continue this on the Patreon,
Patron.
I think, because we
Yeah.
have loads and loads of messages about this. Have you got an unpopular opinion this week, Carla?
No, I don't.
Have you not?
No.
Okay.
Do you have one?
No, because it's your week. So I
Is it
didn't
my
pick
week?
one.
Jen, I didn't know what we were recording until. Jen, I just fucking. Actually, I do have an unpopular opinion.
Go for it.
When did less of an unpopular opinion, more of a thought piece, more
I
of
was
a
going to
think
say,
piece.
this sounds like a question.
When did, like, particularly estate agents and car salesmen, when did those fuckers get lazy and decide that they don't have to try anymore?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to...
Do you know? Like, I had the worst experience ever in that Windsor car mall. Just didn't give a flying fuck.
Because I'd say the commission just fucking, like, sprawls itself, like, flashes and says, take me.
I
to
know,
them now
but you know,
these
this
days.
kind of, I'm just like, at what point did you know,
Yeah, stop trying.
but not even just like, stop trying mainly, but just be a normal, polite human being.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know, it's this kind of thing where it's the same as, you know, when you walk into a restaurant and ask if they have a table and they basically laugh you out.
They're like,
It's like
"What?"
that. They're like, I have a table
Yeah.
at a restaurant. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And you're like, no. And they're like, I can't believe the audacity.
Yeah,
Well,
I
what
know.
else was that? It's just
so
these, like,
irritating, yeah.
It's this kind of mentality. I'm like, well, have a what are you doing? Stand around scratching your hole. Have a conversation with me.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know?
Yeah.
I'm not wasting your. There's no one else here, pal. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not wasting your time.
Do you know what? And I'm not being, like, I'm not trying to stand up for them and because I've had my fair share, and it's just like, will you just be fucking sound?
Yeah.
But just from working with the public, like in the past, I do understand that if you've had a fucking day of it and you just have the same fucking stupid, because the public are very stupid. The public can be very stupid.
Believe me, I worked customer facing enough years to know that's absolutely accurate.
So when you're getting, like, say, for instance, when you went to the restaurant that time, you were the 15th person to go in and assume that there, like, a reasonable assumption that there would be a table available in the next hour, say.
Yeah.
But she's heard that 15 times and they seem to be booked up and she just can't see anybody cancelling. So she's just like, you know when enough people don't say thank you to you and you just start screaming, you're welcome at them. That kind of attitude, that mentality. I'd imagine there's a lot of that going on.
So explain the estate agent and the cars.
No, I'm not excusing them. Okay. I'm just excusing
just the restaurant girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's just this. I'm like, it's a Saturday.
Yeah.
Fucking at 4:30 p.m. You're closing in 30 minutes. I just have a couple of questions.
Yeah. It's fucking annoying. When did the recession end?
Yeah,
that's when it started. That's what, to answer your question.
Yeah, but it's just kind of even. I just can't imagine doing it myself now.
No, it is fucking annoying.
I can't imagine any,
and it
like,
turns you off, especially,
I'll never go. It doesn't matter if they have my perfect car. I won't buy from them.
Yeah,
get fucked. Like, you don't buy product, you buy the person. You buy the experience.
You buy the person who's trying to not sell you the product because they're just trying to get fucking home in half an hour and they don't even bleeding talking to you. Just turns me off. If I have, say, a question because I have no clue about cars and I want to ask somebody in that field a basic question, just be fucking sound about it. Don't be like, you know what I mean, making me feel like a tick.
Or making me feel awkward because you're not like buying a fucking brand new Jeep that day. Do you know, it's very kind of like, and I get it, I've worked in retail enough times, but when you're like, this could be so smooth and easy if you just stopped being an arsehole. I've like 3 or 4 questions I'd just like to ask you. You have the information that I clearly don't have. That's why I'm here. Yeah. I've told you from the get-go. I've literally walked in and explained my situation and you're still treating me a certain way. Should we just grow a pair of balls and start saying that to them? Exactly what you just said. Yeah. I think we should. Yeah. I've always been... But like, would you be like, sure, you don't give a shite, John? Do you know, like, what way would you bring it up? I don't know. You don't want to be a total fucking cow. You don't want to be the talk of the town. You don't want to be the talk of the town. But I've always been the type of person who's like, it doesn't matter what way they treat me, I always kill them with kindness because I won't have them fucking saying anything about me, even though it kills me. Yeah. And one time, I'd love to just turn around and go, oh, Jesus, you're being a bit of an arsehole there. Can I answer that question again and could you give me a little bit of a different approach? Yeah, I'd love to. I would love to. Yeah. I don't know if I think that's in your future. I think it's in my future. I think I'm going to try New Year's resolution in April. That's my New Year's resolution. Fingers crossed. I'm going to do that. If I'm treated like shit by a salesperson or something like that this year, I'm going to be a wanker to them. You go, my condescending wanker. It's on my bucket list. I'm going to do it. Love that for you. Have you got a tune? I do. You got a bop. You got a little stomper. Carla's Stomper of the Week. This one I did a little throwback. Another one. Was it Enya? No, it's not Enya this week. How dare you? No, I'm just saying Mary Black's me. Just the two of them. Marquess Houston. Okay. What? He's a bit of a controversial one, isn't he? Oh yeah, he married that very young girl. Well, she was 21, was she? Wasn't there something about him being a fucking groomer or something though? I did not know that. Oh, I think it's because he married this bird and he knew her when she was 19 and she's now 21 or something. And everyone was like, that's very fucked up because you're 40, man. Yeah. Anyway, drummer clubbing. Oh, yeah. Joe Budden back when he wasn't a podcaster and he was like someone who screamed at he was just up in the club. That's all he did. Yeah. This is such a smooth tune. You know we be up in the club. Yeah. Hands up, all kind of drinks, off in the cup. It was a banger. I'm dancing with a nice honey. Yeah, it is good tune. And he's the type of person as well that I'm like, I don't know how to separate the act from the artist. It's just sometimes it's fucking deadly. Well, he's had one song. B2K. B2K. He wasn't in that. He
was in B2K.
He wasn't in B2K.
Marquez Houston was.
He was not in B. Give
Are
me
you
that right now.
sure?
I know those boys like the back of my hand. He was not in that.
Are you? Oh my god! What was he? He was in some
He
sort
was
of.
in a band. I can't remember what it was called, but I remember watching Love and Hip Hop, and they wanted the band to get back together, and they were all fighting over it because he used to get 80% of all profits because he was the only one who sang, and the other two just kind of like floated around in the background, and they were having a big
Okay.
fight about it. But he
Right.
wasn't a band, but he was not in B2K. He toured with B2K.
Immature
Immature.
IMX.
There you go.
Okay, and then he did right. Why did I think? Oh no, it's the other one. Oh, Marion, is he
Yeah,
B2K?
he's B2K,
Ah, that's
yeah.
it. I always mix
He's
them.
got
up.
bops, by the way.
He's got bops. The two
He's
of them.
got great tunes.
Have
Marcus
you
Simpson
watched
just
You
has
Got
good-
Served yet?
No, I
Two
need
of
to
them are
watch
in
that.
that. That's why,
Sorry,
yeah,
I need
yeah.
to watch that.
You need to
Sorry.
watch it.
Sorry, apologies.
Do that. Do that for your
I will
birthday.
do. I'll do that for my birthday.
Do it for your
My birthday
birthday.
in 2 months. We'll do that.
Do
We'll
it
be
for your
lovely,
birthday.
lovely.
Actually, a good tip as well. I think what I'm going to do, because Adam's not great at buying presents.
Okay, yeah.
And sometimes I can be left very disappointed.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Tell him what you want. No?
I'm going to start, you know the way we have shared notes?
Yeah.
I'm going to start a shared note with Adam and I'm just going to put links for shit that I would like. And
Perfect.
it's like a registry. He can pick off it.
Yeah, and he can figure out what
And I'm
he
going to
wants.
get, but vice versa, I'm going to get him
Do you
to
remember
do
I
it
did
as
that
well.
last year and I didn't get a chair?
Oh, you didn't get a chair,
Yeah. So just be careful.
Yeah. Maybe you
Be careful with your with your lists and your links because sometimes people just they go rogue.
you should do a little like 5-star system with it. Like how many hearts, like that represents how much
Yeah.
you really, really want it.
Yeah.
5 hearts, absolutely fucking need this.
Yeah. If it's not there, I'll scream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 heart, you can give or take it.
Yeah.
Do
No,
you know?
that's fair. Maybe I have to upgrade my system. Maybe I should just get an Excel spreadsheet going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
No, that's fair.
I think, yeah, because I never know what to buy him either. I don't know what his birthday is next month. I don't know what to fucking get him. Will you give me good things, good suggestions for a bloke, a bloke's bloke into football, doesn't fucking...
Tickets
Oh, for what? I'm always getting him tickets.
for a football game.
I just feel like I'm always
You're done.
getting the same shit. What do you know what I mean?
Get him a block of hash.
Block of hash? No. I don't
No.
even think he'd smoke it.
No, don't think so.
No. He gave up smoking actually.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no blocks of hash for
So
him.
no blocks of hash for him, no.
Okay. Apologies. Right. Well, we'll
Yeah.
think on it.
We'll think on it. Send me suggestions. Thanks a million for listening. We hope you enjoyed. We're going to continue this over on our Patreon. Link is in the description and we'll talk to you next week. Bye.
Bye.